Alright guys, so it looks like we got some major breaking news coming to Dragon Ball Legends, and I don't think you guys understand just how big this is. Now, we are going to be covering that in just one bit. We're also going to get more leaks coming out tonight for Dragon Ball Legends, so I'm going to be posting leaks here in just a few hours. Maintenance also starts in a few hours, guys. It's a 10-hour long maintenance, so make sure you guys do all your dailies. I still kind of got to do mines as well, so quick heads up on your end, just do your dailies if you guys are watching this video. You still got a little bit of time left, a few hours, but guys, let's not waste any time. And by the way, if you do enjoy the video, want to keep getting updated here 24/7, everything Dragon Ball Legends, just simply like and subscribe, and you guys already know I got you guys covered. Okay, so the big breaking news here is Battle version 2.7. I don't think you guys understand just how big this is, because the way you play PvP right now is going to be completely different tomorrow. It's for the better, okay? Trust me, guys. This is for the better. They tested this version 2.7 out in Battle Royale a week or two ago, and I did make a video on that as well. So really quick, I just want to go over the changes with you guys and what this means for a few stuff, because technically speaking, a lot of stuff is also going to get buffed along the way because of these changes. And like I said, I'll explain it in just one bit. And also, guys, I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. And without wasting any time, let's read this really quick, okay? So the big maintenance is happening because of this. This is going to get implemented tonight after the maintenance. So it says here, overall adjustment goal. This battle version aims to adjust the currently favored passive maneuvers to achieve a greater balance between active and passive playstyles. So of course, we all hate those floating back passive people just waiting around, fishing perfect vanishes. Well, I have good news for you, because they're nerfing that to the ground, okay? It says here, while strategies involving waiting and evading will be preserved, adding a slight element of risk will be incentivized more aggressive options. So let me just go into some details. They're going to do two major changes here, guys. The first change is this. A slight amount of ki and vanish gauge will be consumed when moving backwards. This applies regardless of enemy's range, whether it's close, mid, or long. So if you guys know those passive people that just float backwards and then just kind of like, you know, kind of play the very passive playstyle, if you float backwards, the keyword is float, not dash backwards. And we'll talk about the dashing in just one bit as well. But if you float backwards, your vanish gauge will decrease. So it will make you vulnerable. And what does that mean for Dragon Ball Legends? It means that if a character does not have strike and blast armor on their strike cards, I can't think of a worse way to create I think any Ultra or LF will have to have it. And I think every Ultra and LF does have it. But if a character does not have it, it'll be very bad for the character. Because if you think about it, if you're floating backwards and your character does not have blast armor on the strike cards, what does that mean? You're not going to have a vanish. So either A, you switch very quickly because you don't have a vanish, or you use your strike card, right? Or you counter their tackle if they decide to tackle with a strike card. But if they use a blast card, then you have to use a strike card, right? So that's the first thing that came to mind, is strike cards are going to be more valuable, right? Even at long range, if you're floating at long range and they decide to use a blast card, which, by the way, blast cards at long range also did get buffed, which we'll get to in just one bit. But if you're floating backwards, okay, you sometimes also want to use your strike card just to kind of like go mid-range and then go sideways, just so, you know, you can recover your vanish type stuff, right? So yeah, I mean, this is pretty good. And also, by the way, it reduces your ki a little bit as well, okay? The next thing is actually something I like even more. This is something that definitely has to stay, is this, okay? Evading a blast arts at long range with perfect vanish will come with a small vulnerability window. Now, they did test this out before. What does this mean really quick? Well, pretty much it means that they're trying to make those passive players at long range that try to fish perfect vanishes gone, right? They're trying to get rid of those players with just blast cards. It doesn't get affected with taps. It doesn't get affected with strikes. It doesn't get affected with supers. Just blast cards, right? It says right here, perfect vanish effects will not play when this occurs. So it helps prevent stale at long range, stalemates at long range, which, like I said, people trying perfect fish perfect vanishes, and adds options other than waiting for an attack during long range, right? So this is perfect. I still can't believe they took so long to implement this. If they get rid of, okay, guys, if they get rid of this change up here, as long as they keep this change down here, I'm totally fine with this. Honestly, I am totally fine with this. And once again, what does this mean? It just means that pretty much, you know, you cannot get perfect vanishes with blast cards anymore, which makes people use their blast cards at long range. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing. So once again, this also buffs blast armor on strike cards because you can kind of tinker around with it at long range. You can kind of use a strike card. Even if they use a blast, you'll get hits, right? But then you can go to the side and you can kind of play around with that. And also something else that I just thought about, guys, is Ultra Gohan. If we go to Ultra Gohan, he's going to have, I think he's the only character that has this. It's a really strong ability, as a matter of fact. Not even ability, it's the card he holds, which is Armor Break, right, on his blast cards. So he breaks your blast armor on your strike cards. So it's a counter to strike blast armor, right? I'm surprised. This is a very broken thing to have on a character, by the way, guys. To completely stop strike arm or blast armor on your strike cards is really, really crazy, right? So this is going to get buffed, technically speaking, right? Because a lot more people are going to have to start using their strike cards to kind of counter the blast cards. But if you have this, it's a good buff, right? It's a good buff if you really think about it, right? So I do like the changes. Like I said, just the perfect vanish on the blast cards in itself. I was about to say maybe even extend it to the single blast taps, but if we do that, then that's just, it kind of like stales the game a little bit. You kind of got to know if your opponent is going to use a single tap or a blast card. If it's a blast card, then of course it's good because then you can't get perfect vanished, right? So and the perfect vanish display won't even display. But yeah, guys, comment down below. What do you guys think about, by the way, I missed, dude, this Gohan's artwork is so beautiful. Oh my God. Comment down below. What do you guys think about this changes? Once again, the game is about to go under maintenance here in just, what, like 5 hours from the time of this recording. So it's going to last until the next day, which is going to be at 2 a.m. Pacific time, 5 a.m. Eastern time, 4 a.m. Central time. So make sure you guys do all your dailies and stuff like that. I still got to do my dailies and stuff like that. But battle version 2.7. Oh yeah, and by the way, guys, they did say here, while not true for all the special rules, the special rules used in Legends Battle Royale may be used to test adjustments for future battle updates. So the testing they do in Battle Royale may or may not come to fruition. And they've been testing this out for a very long time now, right? And I knew this was going to get implemented as soon as I saw this down here, because I think this is a great change. So yeah, I'm glad they're doing this right before Dragon Ball Legends 2.0, or you know, the big update that's supposed to blow out every update out of the water, according to Dragon Ball Legends in late May. So we're going to get a preview of that also April. But yeah, guys, that's going to wrap it up. If you guys did enjoy the video, as always, make sure you guys simply just like and subscribe, and I'll definitely catch you guys once again on the next one. Have a blessed day. Peace.